What's up, y'all? Y'all know who it is. It's your boy Nightmare. It's your boy One. It's your boy TD Ayo-Durojaiye. Y'all should know how to say my name by now. This is episode 13 of the last one. This is the Villanova 2023 football camp vlog. Camp is coming to an end. We just got off Ocean City, fresh off an off day. Guys came into practice ready. No uppers today, no full pads, just in jerseys and helmets. Guys got after, offense was executing, ball was moving, third down period was very crisp, run game looked good for Shells, receivers were working their releases and getting downfield. Guys were making plays all over the place, and, that's what you want at this point in camp. You want to minimize injury, and you want to see execution start to, increase on a daily basis. And we talk about execution. That's the name of the game. It's about, what have you done for me lately? And this guy, for 13 straight practices, we talk about him all the time. Mr. Consistent is here with me. His name is Luke Daly because he does it daily. Every single day this man has come out each and every day and try to better himself in any way, shape, or form, whether it's special teams or whether it's perfecting his craft as a wide receiver. This is a guy who, he's going to tell you a little bit about himself, but I personally challenged him. I talked about it a lot on some of my episodes about him, stepping up and, challenging himself to be great because he's shown flashes of greatness at many instances his freshman year. So I'm like, dude, you might as well do it all the time. And he's somebody that I know is capable of helping this team win. I think his play in camp is going to allow him to have the opportunities that he has been craving in games. And, if he's doing anything like he's been the last 2 weeks, he's going to be as consistent as possible. And ladies and gentlemen, Luke Daly, please, Luke, tell us about, what camp has been like. Tell us, the difference between being a freshman to now being a sophomore. Tell us how you feel and, tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
No doubt. Hey, blessed to be here. But yeah, camp has been a great experience so far. I feel like as a freshman, my head was spinning, coming into a new offense, new system, learning the plays. I mean, it was moving really quick. And I just feel like last year, it was important for me to grow and make a lot of mistakes and all that because I remember the first days I was just getting, locked up. And every single day it's like a new battle, right? And learning different technique, leverage, all that stuff. So carrying with me to spring ball, I'm still growing, but I feel like I wasn't fully putting it together. And now for the first time, I really feel like it's clicking. I feel comfortable in the offense. Man, I feel like I've had to step up because there's been injuries in the room, and I just feel a lot more comfortable. I feel like I'm flowing, and I just feel smooth right now, Again, I finally have learned the offense and just am able to go out there and play freely.
Yeah, Luke, you talk about playing freely. Like, one of your best aspects and abilities is, like, just getting open. Like, I've seen you work releases. I've seen you snap down. I've seen you use a multitude of techniques in order to get open. Tell us, like, what about you as a route runner kind of makes you a little bit different? I think, you're somebody that throws people off. People don't really expect you to get open. People don't expect you to be able to make the moves and play with leverage the way you are able to. Kind of tell us, some of the work you've put in, this off season, having had your freshman year, what is the work that you're putting in to help this team in the ways that you can to contribute to the success that we're going to have?
Yeah, I've been blessed to have really good coaches. Above all that, God has put me in this position right now to be playing on such an amazing team with amazing teammates and coaches. But I feel like I've really taken coaching well. I've made a lot of mistakes, but I feel like I grow each time, Every time I'll get pressed or something like that, in my flaws, I'll learn a new technique or something, how to change that. But really, I feel like I'm a very technical route runner. I wouldn't say, I really beat people with speed. It's really just technicality. I feel like I get out of breaks pretty quickly. I feel like my release game is smooth. So I really just try to work the small details. And again, I'm very fortunate to have some great coaches that I've grown up with that have really kind of got me started doing that from a young age. Shout out Mike Vernucci, Long Island. That's where I first met Wolf. And as you all know, Wolf was a technician here at Villanova. So, you can see it. he really gets us right. And then Pagan as well, man. He does the same drills and all that stuff. He's on that same type of timing, getting us right and technical with the little things, man. It's all about those little details.
Yeah, Luke, you talk about those details. You talk about that ability you have. How are you going to – you're now a sophomore. You saw that depth chart today in the special teams meeting. It's a lot of young guys that are being asked to step up to the plate. Coach Bowden's going to want to play 4 to 5 to 6 receivers on any given day, keep guys fresh. Like, how are you going to allow your game to contribute, because I've seen you stack the days in camp. Like, what are you going to do to help this team, this 2023 We Over Me team, get better? Like, how are you Mr. Consistent? Like, what are you going to be consistent at that's going to help us win this year?
Whatever my role is and whatever the team is asking of me, I will try to do 110%. Whether that is special teams or receiver, at the end of the day, I'm just trying to ball with my teammates. I'm trying to get on the field, and I'm trying to make an impact. What a lot of people don't know about me is that my senior year during COVID, I moved down to Georgia with my dad and another buddy who was a quarterback. And I played for one of the top teams in Georgia, and I had to overcome a lot of adversity. I wasn't starting, but I got so much better down there, and it was so humbling for me. I played my role. Like, I had the most tackles on special teams. I went out there every game, gave it my all, and I hardly caught the ball that year, I stepped on the field, as a receiver, but again, I hardly got the ball that year. But more importantly, I grew so much throughout that year. I got so much better playing against real competition. The dudes on my team that I scrimmaged against every single day were like that. I mean, they're playing at top FBS schools now and all that. So I was really grateful for that experience, and I look back with no regrets. Man, it got me a lot stronger, humbled me, and just kept me hungry. And so now I bring that same mentality here, coming in bottom of the depth chart, right? I'm a freshman. I'm seeing these grown men, just playing ball. And I'm like, dude, do I belong here? I definitely had that question multiple times throughout the year. And I just stuck with it. I stayed hungry, and I wanted to get better. And I keep going back to my time down in Georgia when I was doubting myself, and I was thinking, should I be here? Man, I'm a kid from New York. Like, this is big time football down here in Georgia. Do I belong here? And at the end of the year, man, I had succeeded. I had played my role, and I had gotten on the field as a receiver at the end of our games as well, like further down in the season. So I did play some in the playoffs. So ultimately, what I'm going to do is play my role to the best of my ability, and I'm going to stay hungry, and I'm going to keep pushing each other, to play a role and be the best team we can be.
Yeah, look, I really love that you understood the concept of playing your role, because you're a guy who your role is undefined. It could change week to week. You may have to prepare like a starter, and then you may end up not getting too many reps. And then you may go into the week thinking you're not going to play at all, and then you may end up taking starter level reps. So my advice to you is, like, bro, stay confident, stay ready. Like, I'm telling you from outside looking in, from somebody who's watched you from afar, be consistent each and every day, like, you're ready. Like, you can play at this level. So I want you to be confident as hell, because that confidence will allow you to play to the best of your ability and play fast, because you have to play fast. And you have to continue to find ways to support this team. You supported me since you got here. You've always been a guy I can go to, say what's up. Like, I've enjoyed you. And I feel like people should try and get to know you a little bit better. And, I've enjoyed getting to know you even on this podcast. So my advice to you is to continue to push forward each and every day. Find ways to get consistent. You got to get better at something. Mm-hmm. So each and every day, challenge yourself to get better at, how can my releases get better? How can my snap down get better? How can my eyes get better? Am I finishing my catches with the proper eye and hand placement? You know what I mean? All those little things. So, you're going to be someone that I think that can help us. So tell these people, what have you been feeling, and what have you been experiencing so far in camp that makes you believe that this team is ready to succeed this year?
I've been experiencing competition at the end. Like, their lives depend on it, I see people every single day competing, like, they're really trying to get that starting job. And to go against DBs who are so competitive, it just gets us better, And, shout out my roommate Ice, Devon, John Wyatt, Rodan, Kayshawn. I mean, those are the best DBs in FCS. And they get us better every single day. So the feeling is, we're competing every single day and getting each other better. Iron sharpens iron. I feel like we got to get more technical than ever going up against those dudes. They are really prepared. They know our technique, all that stuff. So we constantly got to be switching up, evolving as a receiver, right? Growing. So, man, I just love that competition. And that's the vibe that I'm feeling in this camp, is just competing.
We talk about competing, similar themes, iron sharpening iron. Like, if y'all didn't know, like, Luke is a walk-on. Like, he's somebody that comes in every day knowing that, like, his spot on the team, is something that he has to work for each and every day. He has to prove himself right. He has to give himself reasons to remind himself why he belongs here each and every day, with the pressure of having to succeed academically. So this is a kid that, puts in a lot of work. So when I tell you guys, like, I don't like when you guys, like, judge a book by its cover. Like, us football players, some scholarship, some non-scholarship, we go and experience different things. So this is a guy that understands the mission. This is a guy that understands where we're going. And this is why we're going to be great, because from top to bottom on this roster, we understand the vision. So when you guys see us winning and see us succeeding, don't be surprised. I'm excited for what we have in store. We got another practice to get ready for us. Up and early tomorrow, we're going to hit the hay. Appreciate y'all coming on for the last one. This is not the last one, though. Episode 14 tomorrow. Catch y'all tomorrow. Me and Mr. Consistent. Got to stay consistent with our bedtime. See y'all tomorrow. Peace.